Monday night. Welcome to Gaming at the Table of Conversation. Joe from CLE Gamers, Stan O'Mac, James on the microphone, controllers charged, headsets on. Let's make history. Let's make history. Let's make history. Yeah. Every Monday when the lights come on, the chat starts moving till the night's long gone. Friends pull up from all around the map. One hand on the controller, one eye on the chat. Joe's in the lobby and he's locked in tight, dropping highlight clips every single night. Cool under pressure, never missing the beat, always finding new ways to pull off the impossible feat. Meanwhile, Dan's got the wrestling news, breaking down wins and debating the views. Every entrance, every promo, every twist, talking moments that'll always make the list. Yeah, this ain't just another live stream show. We're building something every week that continues to grow. Real conversations, real laughs, real fans. Everybody welcome. Come, pull up a chair if you can. Level up, turn it up. Everybody make some noise. Gamers, wrestling fans, girls and boys. Hands in the air if you're feeling alive. Monday nights is where the family arrives. Gaming at the table, everybody knows. Once we get rolling, the energy only grows. SummerSlam weekend was packed with surprises, moments so big they were instantly timeless. Saturday kicked off, setting the tone. Sunday kept proving nobody safe on the throne. Near falls, big calls, championship dreams. Crowds exploding louder than they looked on the screens. Every entrance shaking the arena floor. Every bell ringing made the people want more. Heroes, villains, nobody stayed still. That's why wrestling keeps giving everybody a thrill. Comedy mixed with unforgettable fights, the kind you'll remember for years after the night. Fans were laughing 1 second, cheering the next. That's what happens when the stories connect. Here's to every superstar chasing the climb, putting their bodies on the line every time. Respect to the legends, respect to today. Every generation helped pave the way. A salute to the memories fans still feel, to the legacy built by the brothers of the Shield. Different roads, different dreams, but moments like those live forever in wrestling history. Now Joe's back running another campaign, stacking another victory to add to the name. Doesn't matter the castle, doesn't matter the game. When he locks in, everybody remembers the name. Yeah. CLE Gamers always bringing the heat, whether clutching last second or refusing defeat. Chat screaming, did you see that play? Replay it again, run it back today. Every laugh, every fail, every unbelievable save. Those are the moments everybody craves. Quicker we load and we jump in the match and we never look back because we're on a roll. Joe with the controller, the breaking the lobbies and taking the victory right out the goal. Down with the breakdown of every big moment from SummerSlam weekend and stealing the show. Fans in the chat going crazy with emotes, laughing so hard that the comments all flow. Talking the matches, the surprises, the entrances, promo after promo, the energy grows. Everybody showing up ready for Monday because they know where the best conversation goes. Gaming and wrestling coming together with friends and the family we built over time. Keeping it friendly but keeping it real and we're loving the grind while we all start to climb. Nobody's stopping us now because every new week we're raising the bar and we aiming up high. Streaming with passion and laughing together and thanking the people who help us all fly. Table of conversation, we're building a home for the game and the fans that are looking to belong. Turn up the volume and sing with the chorus, cause this is the place where we all can be strong. Every follow means another new friend. Every live stream brings another weekend. Every supporter becomes part of the crew. And honestly, none of this happens without you. Whether you came for the game or came for the last, whether you hit for wrestling or hearing hot takes on the matches, your family now. So grab a seat, kick back, tell your friends we're live. Because Monday nights belong to gaming at the table of conversation. Level up, turn it up, let the whole chat sing. Put controllers in the air, let the victory ring. Joe got the gameplay, Dan got the wrestling news, and got the microphone. And tonight, level up, turn it up, we got nothing to lose. One community, one team, one unforgettable ride. Welcome to gaming at the table of conversation. Let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go live. Let's go live.
Holy smokes. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's like it was the perfect toss up. I was like, that's like, as I was sitting there working on it, and then I just saw the time, and I'm like, oh, that's like, because I'm sitting, I was like, I need the beats to be right and this and that. I was like, holy hell. Like, I just cannot produce a proper beat, and I was like, what in the actual hell is going on here? And then finally I dropped it. I'm like, oh, it's like this one was perfect.
Yeah, that's
And then
really
there's
good.
one. That was your week.
That was good. It was busy, fun filled.
Yeah, that it was. I had myself a pretty entertaining week. Did a little more learning about the whole running the show stuff, so it was like progress there.
That's cool.
And then I was like, because I realized like, right at this point, like I was going through the chats with over on the other about the other show, how like we're entering what they call the killer season. And it's like everybody's like, "Why is that?" I was like, "Well, it's like it's August. Who the fuck's gonna be sitting indoors on an August night?" I was like, "This is where it's you make it or break it." And I was like, "We got about." I was like, September we pick back up. October we take off. I was looking at our stats when we kicked off in August, October, right around 300 views an episode. So I was like, we should be blowing past that come this October, right at the 1 year mark. We should be really booming.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's been it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
I know time has been hauling ass.
How do I switch? Let's see. There we go. But yeah, that was crazy Saturday. Did you see that video?
Which one? See, I've been overloaded with videos lately. It's hard to keep track anymore.
So I was the one where I pulled the top card out of Pitch Black.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, no shit. As I said, I threw the joke up in there. I was like, that's a bigger win than the SummerSlam of the entire weekend.
Yeah, like not everybody probably understood that you kind of had to be there, but like I spent a better part of 2.5 to 3 hours on Whatnot offering I was offering 18 pack break, but I wound up making it 27, and Dan was in it. One of my other regulars was in it. Well, two of the other regulars, and I don't know. Have you ever seen an energy break before on any of the platforms
I
or
did
whatever?
not.
How they do it?
I didn't see it until you on your video, and I was hooked on that card. I was like, ooh.
So what happens is you get a whole bunch of packs of cards, and each
Yeah.
person buys what energy they think is going to be good for the thing. So there's eight different energies. So you have 27 packs, however many energies has, you know what I mean? Each one has a specific energy. So you could wind up with it's a gamble essentially. You could wind up getting 10 packs, you could wind up getting 5, you don't know. Well,
Yeah.
I fought the whole time trying to get all the spots filled. It got down to the last 2, and I said, "Well, I'm just gonna run these off at an auction for $1. If somebody wants them, to take them." And Dan, the other guy's like, "No, don't do that. Why don't you just take them?" And I'm like, "I don't want to take them." I'm like, "It's not." I'm like, I don't think it's fair." And they were like, "Well." They're like, run one as an auction for $1, and you just get whatever the other one is. And I'm like, fine, if that's what you guys want to do. And so they wound up taking water, and they fire, and they left me with water. And I tell you, man, that spot hit every card that night. It was insane. So I wound up getting it because no one else wanted it. That's what the whole thing meant.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they were kind of regretting that because once once they seen that card come out and go to my spot, they were like, "Son of a bitch." But I mean, it would have went to whoever would have bought it. No one wanted to buy it, so. But it was a wild night that night.
I know it's good. I've got my wild pointer when Dan pokes in because I gotta mess with him a little bit because the whole hype that he was on. I came across it finally. I see where he got the confusion of the pregnancy scandal, but I'm not going to jump into that quite yet until he gets in here because I got to ride with it a little bit and have a little bit of fun.
Oh, I gotcha. But yeah, and then I was running my post party videos to a different account because my regular account's just sucks. I get no views on there anyway. And so I've been doing that for about the last 2-3 months, and all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, you could go live now," and I'm like, "Wait, I can't go live. I only have like 50 followers." And sure enough, I had it, and I was like, "Well," I'm like, I don't know how I could go live on this account. I can't use, Live Studio, all that stuff. It wouldn't really make sense because it's all gaming content. And so when I clicked the live button thing, it had the option for studio, but it said requires approval. So I clicked it just for the hell of it, and it gave me live studio. So I have like a fresh account for gaming on TikTok now. That's crazy.
I decided to do for fun a live on Saturday night. 20 minutes. That's all the live lasted for. They hit me with a violation saying my prompt was blurry. The picture was too blacked out. It was too static, and the resolution was trash. And I'm sitting there, I was like, how much more 4K do I need to get?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I went on there last night to test it out for the first time, and it was telling me my image quality needed to be set higher, so I just changed it to 4K, and then I don't know. It said like I didn't have like a ton of viewers or anything, but it worked. I don't know.
Right before my violation hit, the viewers started flooding in, and then all of a sudden it's like violation. I'm like, oh, have a great night, everybody. I'm done. It's like I'm not going to fight this.
Yeah, I think it's like they pick and choose because there's a lot of people that do like exactly what you're describing.
It's like I've done, I think 4 or 5, 3, 4, something around there. Posts around topics. That's like because I'd love to do weekend lives, but I'm not dealing with the bullshit.
Yeah.
So I started doing posts instead, and those are pulling over 1,000 views and a shitload of comments on each one. I'm sitting there, I was like, if I'm pulling this kind of shit just off of a measly post, when do you want me to go live to pull the thousands of viewers that make you money?
Yeah. No, it's funny because and I know it's just AI or whatever, but they do they'll start like if you don't go live for a while, they'll start like sending you these little encouragement messages like try going live, you'll reach more people, blah blah blah. Because they do that to me on my business account on there. Because what the reason why I don't is because I can't sell more than one item a day on it until next April. So what am I going to go live and do if I can't, go live for like 5 minutes, sell something, and have to get off? It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's listen. I hate to say it, but America owning TikTok was the biggest damn mistake ever.
Mm-hmm.
At least the Chinese let us do what the hell we wanted for the most part.
Yeah, that's why I kind of resided to Whatnot recently. But I'm gonna make a shot for it again come next year once I can sell more than one item a day. It's freaking so stupid. But like a lot
And
of the
then
accounts on there that are doing Pokemon stuff right now, like I could see like now that I've known like the guidelines of what you cannot do and do on there. I guess that's the problem with the whole app in general is you don't really know that until you start doing stuff and seeing what you can do and not do, because nobody really reads pages and pages and pages of it. And even if you did, I don't think you'd really truly understand what you can actually do or not do. So it's like, um, I see a lot of people doing shit that eventually they're gonna get clipped.
listen, like it can be such a pain, honestly. Like it's
Oh
TikTok needs to fix
yeah,
their shit.
it was funny, and somebody came into my live on the other one, whatnot, last night, and it was like, I'm gonna start going live out here, and I was like, as his Pokemon, and he's like, yeah, and I go, make sure you have envelopes turned on, because like on there, when you sell stuff, if you're doing trading cards, it doesn't like default to that, so they have no idea. So if you don't have, like, say you're doing giveaways, if you're giving away cards, if you don't have envelopes turned on, it'll do it as like a ground advantage, and you're gonna pay like $4 a piece to do giveaways. It's like for the shipping. It's crazy. But yeah, this is some of my little struggles I've been dealing with. But hitting that card Saturday was really cool. I still feel a little bad though, because it should have went to somebody else. But hey, nobody wanted to spot it. It ain't my fault.
Maybe that's what you need to start doing too. TikTok auctions as well.
Well, again, I can only do one thing.
Oh, that's right. That shit's so wild. I don't know why they do that. Like they want to make so much more money. Granted, they're already making millions probably per week, and like they're just like limiting people. It's like, don't you want more money?
Oh,
Even
it's
granted, you're 50%, but still.
yeah, it's the cheat code. It's their cheat code, really. Like I, it pains me not to be able to do it more. I um I've been selling like a lot of card supplies. Not a lot, but enough that where I'm not like worried about them being like, your account's inactive or something. You know what I mean? So I was doing like a weekly like small little live Saturday morning before I went to the post office so I could just sell something and then go mail it. And I tell you what, you ain't lying though. I could grab anything, especially Pokemon related, and go, look, we're gonna run this as an auction, and that's it. One item. I've done it a couple times now. And I got to get off after that. I'm gonna head over to the post office and be, shipping out right away. And man, I had 300 people in there within seconds. Insane. And it sucks because it's like that's the ideal, But I only can do one thing, and it's like, and they'll be in there going, "Oh, come on, do one more thing, just one more thing," and I'm like, I can't. Oh, it's so asinine. And not only that, like if someone, like for instance, comes in there and buys something from the shop I have at like whatever 10 o'clock in the morning, it deletes like my shop just disappears for the rest of the day until the 24 hours is up or whatever. Because I had somebody buy something the one time and go, "Did I just get scammed? Where's your shop at?" And I'm like, "They will only let me sell one item. They close my shop every day. Stupid."
That's what I'm saying. Like they want to make money, but yet they're limiting you. Like it's beyond stupid.
Yeah.
But speaking of apps, I decided to go full pause on the whole production. Like I've got it coming along decently, but I decided to go full pause on the Table Conversation app
Mm.
because I realized the app is such an amazing idea, but the website should be the first production.
Yeah.
So right now I'm in the process of doing everything, too many things at once in the website creation. So when it launches, it'll be typical tableconversation.com. So, and then like I'm not bashing anybody out there that can't read or spell or this or that. I want to eventually, when I get going, I get a few bucks to throw in to get like the short link. So it's like toc.co. So it's easier for people to get in there, which then we're going to actually have all 5 host like bios and all that shit. So like, cause they can even like go comment on their favorite hosts or whatever and read about whatever you want to put up there. Then we got what I want to shoot in is like guest applications for the shows. So then like if somebody wants to get pop in as a guest, they could do the application. And then the most important, sponsor applications. I'm
That would
sitting there,
be
it's like
cool. I
I know.
like how you were gonna do the. I like the way that sounds. Tableconversation.co. Yeah, because like I would just when you said that, it made me think of when I set up the websites. I have it offered me those. Yeah, obviously it was extra, but it offered me if I wanted a .co and the other one. I didn't do it, but that I like the way that rings. That's nice. I like that.
And then that's like figure it's like maybe after a while like that kind of like creates the indefinite digital footprint, and then that what gets like the landing in and all that good stuff, and then from there we'll slowly start working back at the app.
Mm-hmm.
Because my goal at the end of the day is to completely like be competitive and see how I could go against all these big guys and have it completely AI ran. So it won't be like, at least the AI system won't be like TikTok's AI system. Like, oh, your 4K image is trash. We're gonna violate you for it.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I don't know. And granted, I've only been going live on my original account on there once a week if I do. But when I started the new account, I noticed it saying a lot of different things like that, like you're talking about. And I don't know if they do that for new creators or what. But yeah, it was like adjust your lighting, do this, do that, and I'm like, since when does it start giving you directions? Like, I never had to do that before.
And that's like what threw me off at first. I was like, maybe a new thing as well, like a new thing. But then I got thinking, I was like, Table of Conversation is turning a year old this month.
Yeah, because like I said,
For
that
some,
was my very first live was yesterday on that account, and it was doing that. I never had to do that on my other account before, and I was live on that account last week, so I don't know.
that's what I was like. I really don't like. So it's so aggravating. It's like I've been with this account almost a year to haven't got us a real violation. Now, I granted I've had some poor choice guests on there, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Always
it's like
that's the biggest struggle is what everyone else says. It's not even you, you know.
and then in good comedy, I don't know if you know the streamer, the crazy hillbilly or something like that.
It sounds familiar.
Usually, it's like his wife always fucking with him or like like trolling him one way or another. But I first came across him before Table of Conversation when his like wife was like walked up to him while he's doing like a live and fucking like trimmed his beard off, and he almost started crying because he's like, it took me 2 years.
Uh,
And but the greatest shit was halfway agree. I'll say halfway agree. I poked into his live and he just started going off. He's like, Table of Conversation, and he started doing like screaming, doing his yee-yees and shit.
uh,
And all I realized, I was like, oh, I had my volume way too high, and all of a sudden, baby sits up like Undertaker and looking around like, ah, oh, you fucking woke my kid up. But I was like, that's pretty badass. Like, Table Conversation gets that kind of recognition. He was like, some big names out there just like popping and be like, I know you. Like, they came across the TikTok lives. I'm like, sorry, TikTok sucks though.
yeah, it's really discouraging when you know like you have something that people like, you know, and then and you just can't but you can't do anything with it. It's like what the fuck?
Like it's a winning fucking opportunity for people to enjoy something, but then they're like you're putting strikes on it for absolutely no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like I say the biggest downfall. Like if you have like, and it's up there as like a business too. So like cable conversation is known as a business where it brings people to. I think that's the big thing. Because the world's built on chaos, they don't want unity through conversation. Even like when they're sitting there screaming at each other, like 20 minutes later, they stop screaming. They're like, "We're best friends now."
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna work my way back into it. I was like, I'm just gonna fuck around here and there. Like, I'm gonna hit it where it hurts because I realized that's like I'm just gonna see what they strike me with when I start doing war talk. That's like because with the way the war is kicking off, finally I'm starting to hear the word I've been saying for over a fucking year now, and now they're using it. World War III. I was like, oh, it's like finally you got it through your fucking dick heads. Especially like last week, right at the end of our live, did you catch that shit? Like how we had, I think it was troops moving across Jordan, and they tried to fucking hit them with ballistic missiles.
No.
It wasn't. It was part of the Iranian regime, but I think it was like the Houthis that were supplied the ballistic missiles. But we intercepted all of them. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got wiped out. But we turned around the very next day and just started unleashing unholy hell on them on Tuesday. And I can't help but fucking laugh because every time this topic comes up, like I'm catching live alerts on this stuff, and it's literally within 30 minutes of a live ending every fucking night. I'm like, you got to be kidding. But right now, like that is like Trump. I'm sitting there, it's like everybody's falling into this trap. He's like, oh, we're not going to shoot for a while. We're going to take it nice and easy. I'm sitting there, it's like, yep. I was like, we're just getting ready for the biggest fucking Hail Mary that they're going to see. And I was like, I know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen like 30 to 60 minutes after one of our shows end. And I was sitting there, I was like, in all honesty, I was like, even if that's the case, at least you know you got something for next day, next week, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because over on the podcast, we'll hit some of the topics, but I'm the only one that really keeps up with the war because I know I sound like a psychopath on this, but I'm obsessed with it. Because I'm a stern believer. I think for ultimate peace, you have to have war. You have to wipe out all the bad guys. So if you wipe out all the bad guys, you get the peace. And my only problem is that's where like I started getting like when the violation came in. I think it was because of my opinion on things. I was like, in reality, I was like, another one where to get world peace, we have to get rid of Netanyahu. I was like, I was like, nobody wants to say it, but I was like, I got the balls to say it. I was like, he is a terrorist. And I was like, unfortunately, people are blaming Israel and the Jews for Netanyahu. And I'm sitting there, I was like, in reality, I was like, he's the problem, and the government, obviously, like Trump. And that started pulling in some good traffic. I'm sitting there, it's like, we were pulling, like, off the start, it took a few minutes because, like, probably TikTok's like, holy shit, you're back, you're alive. What do I do?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it takes.
I think it's very routine based once like you start doing it, and then when you go off script, it doesn't know what's going on.
And then as soon as it happens, like I think like right about the 15-minute mark, like it's like, oh wait, you're actually really doing a live, and then all of a sudden they started piling in, and then I got violated. I'm like, yep, I'm done.
That sucks.
I wasn't even waiting. Because the worst point is you got to just sit there and keep going live till either you win or lose the dispute, and then you got to end the live, restart the live. And in all honesty, I'm not about doing that shit. That's like I see these TikTokers doing it consistently. I'm like, congratulations. That's like you're falling into the trap of the system, but I was like, I am not. I was like, they want to hit me with some bullshit that isn't even fucking legit. I was like, I'm done for the night. I was like, I got 5 other shows during the week. I was like, I'll come back next week and try again.
Yeah, I get it. It's like, and that's why I took quite a big break from doing anything with that as far as live, because it's not worth the aggravation half the time.
I think I'm gonna start bringing back like the lunch episodes.
Yeah, it's been a long time for those.
I'm just debating when I want to start the lunch episodes, because like right now with one child in summer school, one on summer vacation, I was like, maybe this like the Tuesday the Tuesday after Labor Day.
Oh, that's hard.
And that's like I could get back to doing the whole charade of the lunch episodes. I know those were doing pretty successful too, but then it's just like I just got so caught up with the baby and everything else, and now like baby's all grown up now and 7 months old and growing up.
I know me.
7 months. Already has a vocabulary. How's it going, Nomi? She's picked up quite the vocabulary. Now her newest thing, she's over the dad phase. Now it's telling everybody they're bad. And the worst part is, I love it because she'll sit there and she'll look at her brothers and she'll literally bitch slap them and she'll go bad. Like she started running in a walker at like 5 months old. Like she was just starting to figure out the beginning of maneuverability. And now coming up, closing in on 8 months, she now is in full sprint in that thing, using it as a weapon. So it's like now this kid's about to officially retire the walker and start walking. I'm sitting there, like, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
That's why the boys get so mad at me. I was like, boys are so dumb compared to girls when it comes to brain development. And they're like, I'm not dumb. I was like, I didn't say you were dumb. I was like, we're dumb compared to girls. Because in its own fun reality, it's just, I've watched 3 kids now develop, and I gotta say, boys are just a little bit further behind in the category.
Oh, man.
That's quite the launch.
I know. You finally got to where I got past it. It's a pain in the ass.
Right now, I'm at the point where you're like at the T and you gotta figure out how to get past it.
I'm upside down.
The spikes confuse me because I feel like if you gotta be like really fucking tight on that corner.
Yeah, every time we think we witnessed the hardest level, they're like, hold on.
2 levels later, like, I'm like, oh, you did good. You completed this one in 2 episodes. Good luck on this one. Granted, yeah, we probably that little break last week where we got into the Pokemon talk and it kind of like threw off there. So it's like a little bit of that delayed time.
Yeah.
Last week, I really didn't realize like how lost in the time we got with the Pokemon conversation that the live was already over.
Yeah, there's a lot to that whole universe. It's insane.
And then now this upcoming week or next week, over on the podcast, we're doing some homegrown reviews of one of the most potent there is, so that should be some very good quality entertainment. Because when I hear like about it, it takes me back to our Christmas show when my brother dropped off Bad Santa, and we tried to end the show, and somehow we still took 2.5 hours of a show instead of a 2-hour show. That's what I'm not really looking forward to, all the Christmas specials this year. I realize, like, the one thing I gotta say, like, what I've learned from your live schedule, the way you've done it in the past and everything, I gotta say, like, there's been some serious grind to that shit. Because, like, me doing that now, running at 5 days a week, can get really exhausting. Like, not in a bad way, but it like just draining. Like once you get there, and then it's like holy shit. It's like midweek, and you're like 2 more days.
Mm. Yeah, it's always a grind.
It's like I thought it was like because when I was just doing like lives off my phone and shit, it's all cool and shit. But once you start getting pushing like multiple shows and running like every day of the week except for weekends, and then you're like, wow, it's like you really do put so much time into this.
But I was doing 7 days a week until she's told me you should just take off Monday after the table conversation because I was trying to squeeze an hour show in after this every Monday, and then that's why I stopped because then it's 7 days is too much.
It really is. That's why, like, I always tell everybody, I was like, in all honesty, I was like, our show is Monday through Friday. I was like, nobody deserves to work on the weekend. I was like, weekends about family and entertainment. I was like, if you want to go do your own shows, I was like, have fun. I was like, but I was like, honestly, table conversations pulling the plug Friday night till Monday.
Yeah, that's good.
I was like, for me, on the other hand, since that's like I'm literally the table, I can go fuck around on a Saturday night on TikTok just to see what TikTok's got to do to try to aggravate the shit out of me.
Yeah. Well, originally, well, not originally, because originally I took a while off of TikTok, but my ideal was to do like an hour on Whatnot and then an hour on TikTok, but 9 times out of 10, or on something, whether it be Twitch or whatever, but that's happened very rarely lately. I did last night. I'm probably gonna go on TikTok tonight, but I don't know. I might.
So like I kind of got like to the point where I was like I felt like I was at the winning stage. Like now that we finally got Rumble, I don't know what the fuck I did wrong with Studio, but I finally got it right. I can't tell you what I did wrong the first time, and I can't tell you what I did right the most recent time. But now that it's all working, and I'm saying that's like that. Now it's like it counts as two. That's like I'm counting as two. It's like so 10 shows were golden.
Yeah, because when I first popped on the music and was walking around while I was listening to the song, I checked my phone one last time because I have it sitting on the charger across the room, and the YouTube had popped up that it was live, and I was like, hell yeah, everything's working. So
I swear I did the same thing, but maybe I did something a little bit different. But maybe it's because probably like I think I did everything the same. I think the factor behind it was that the YouTube wasn't up and live quite yet, so I had to go do all that bullshit. And then when I did a couple shows over there, it seemed to straighten itself out.
yeah, I don't know. That's one of the ones that I still am having issues with because I don't try to use it a ton, but when I do, it's been an issue because I have Meld, which is kind of like Restream, but it does like you said with Restream where all the chats are in one spot. But it does it with Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, and every freaking time I've tried to use it, Kick and Twitch perfectly fine. YouTube, it's just like trying to connect, not connected, and I'm like, well, I don't know what it was that you did, but I wish I knew because. But then again, like I said, I just haven't had time to deal with that. I've set up Twitch a few times. I actually did fix the stickers again too, because I know the last time I was live, you were in there and you're like the stickers aren't working. But yeah, I just haven't had time to do it. Crazy.
And then I was going over all of the numbers for all of our shows. And obviously we've been running longer, so we're at a higher succession.
Mm-hmm.
But the podcast has actually been pushing close, like depending on like right now we're obviously in August, so it's gonna be a little bit wary. But we actually hit points over there, like on Rumble, closing in 100. Like I think our best run so far is 107 views.
Oh, nice.
And then I was going over like statistics, and our show we're slightly above the average. For August, we're actually really above average for an August turnout. So that's a huge win on that note. And the podcast is actually a succession of like, we're not even at a month yet, and they say we're progressing better than most people at a 6-month stance.
That's good.
I still don't get how we hit all the big views when fucking like it was so laggy and choppy while I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
Oh, when it was cutting in and out. Yeah.
It was like a broken record.
It actually, like, everything's been looking really good on there lately.
So it took me, I think, a span of 2 weeks to get it right. And that's what I say, like, everybody's like, ask Joe. I was like, Joe's busy. I was like, I'm going to try to figure this out. And then, lo and behold, it took 2 weeks and did it. Puffin, I know he's wants to start doing it. He's getting a PC set up and everything here soon, and he's going to probably be reaching out to you because he wants to walk through, because he's a bit more like, not like me, not in the hands-on like learning. He's hands-on and explanatory.
Yeah.
So like, as he said, he'd be probably hitting you up like when he gets stuck in something, and I was like, that's the way to go. I was like, honestly, don't come to me because I'm still trying to figure shit out myself.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, and again, it's like, it's one of those things that you just you keep learning, you know what I mean? Even once you have it set up, there's always something that you can tweak, you know?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, I thought I was like the learning curve. I was like, I made it through it, and then I'm like, oh, I was like, look at this cool new feature. I was like, let me check this out. And next thing you know, I'm on a whole new learning curve. I'm like, oh, it's like never ending. I was like, I fucking love it.
Yeah. And even I noticed with some of the other multi-streaming things and just Twitch by itself and even TikTok, as much as that app drives me nuts, they've adapted certain things and changed certain things that I'm seeing now for the first time, going, oh, I didn't realize they did that, you know?
And then Farm Boy, he'll probably be a little more around more, but right now he's just getting ready for college move.
Oh, is he going to stay on campus?
I think on campus or in campus apartments. Or not college apartments. And I don't want to expose where he's going, but where he's going is actually, let's see, how can I put it? Home to a brand of like pickles and stuff. The only thing I don't like about it, which I've learned about a lot of Southern colleges, that they stay pretty religious. So they got like all this religious crap you got to go through. And like, if you're a college student and you're a campus or a rental, you got to attend like churches and all that shit and stuff. I'm like, oh, I was like, granted, I'm not going to say nothing bad about it, but I was like, you should have the option. Like my kids, they've been on my case. It's like, we need to go back to church, and then every time Sunday comes around, nobody realizes the time till it's like 11:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, we missed church again.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not ready for the boys to face that big curve, because the pastor, they fucking adored him, and he passed away a few weeks back, about a month ago. So it's like, I'm not quite ready for that big explanation when we get to church. They're like, where is he?
Oh, that's terrible. All right, great.
I had to start there. You got on the T.
Yeah, I got past the T, and now we're in the, I don't know if I need to get some speed. Probably. Oh, fuck.
I also want to say what's up to all 5 of our viewers here right now, currently. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday and If you guys watched some of that SummerSlam, maybe you could chime in on what you thought about it.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't make it in here. I seen clips.
I think I had a few favorite moments out of the thing, but my number one favorite moment was the number one contenders match with Sami Zayn and Finn Balor when they brought out like Gunther, and they're like, "Oh no, it's like that can't happen." Then all of a sudden he's like, He's like, also, he's like, "I decided to make a fatal four way," and then when Kevin Owens came out, and Sami Zayn literally stood frozen for like 2 straight minutes into the match, just watching him lay waste to everybody. And I'm sitting there, I was like, bro's jaw's been locked open. I was like, the fucking bro turned into a Venus flytrap. And then, like, I gotta say, like, when it comes to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, like, when they hugged it out and they nodded and they just started a slugfest, I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm.
And then another favorite was the Brock Lesnar and Obafemi. When he ripped up the mat and gave him a tombstone pile driver and then did the whole Undertaker montage, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm just waiting to see what happens tonight because I want to see if like that's like because like when he like after he hugged Oba and then he called Oba back to the ring and he's like you're the future, I'm the past. I was like, are we retiring again?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because I said
like,
that last night, and Duke said he's not retiring, and I'm like, but that's what it sounded like he was insinuating. I don't know.
And then like we got to the point, like I know a lot of people could hate me for this, but I can't fucking stand Jade Cargill. And when they had that ladder match and she was about to win, I'm like, no. I was like, at this point, I'll even take Chelsea Green to win the fucking thing, and I can't stand her. And then when she won, I was like, thank God. I was like, now somebody could just go and knock her ass out as long as it's not Jade Cargill. I don't know who the hell like I was watching it, and I was like, because I watch clips. I'm not paying out the ass to watch ESPN for one night or 1 or 2 nights a month. Is like it's not worth it. Honestly, and then there's a big thing about that too. ESPN is refusing to show their streaming numbers, but it has been shown that a lot less people have been all they give is less. The number of viewership has been plummeting at an alarming rate for PLEs. And they said instead of people actually watching the PLEs, the number for watching the clips on YouTube are increasing by probably where they said the amount of people that are paying for the ESPN ad.
Yeah, I wonder why they did that, because that's everyone's biggest complaint about the NFL is that you can't just watch it in one place, and then they did it to wrestling. That makes no sense.
Like, I was actually like really shocked. Like, what Peacock was very, in my opinion, very fucking successful with WWE, and then when they went to Netflix, I was like, maybe we'll have like some sort of brand ship going on. And then when it's like, oh, ESPN is going to come in right after, like, not even long after Netflix started holding PLEs, and I'm sitting there as like, talk about a dick move. All these people paying out the ass or Netflix just to find out they can only watch Monday Night Raw now.
Yeah. And it's so funny because it's gotten so bad to the point of with so many different streaming services that like I seen a clip of Logan Paul talking about he was gonna pull some really rare card out of this magazine and he was gonna do it on live, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what's he gonna be live on? Because you don't know anymore. Freaking everyone's got an exclusive deal with. I mean, like Rogan's on fucking what you call it, Spotify, but it's like I never thought for a second he'd still be on YouTube, and he is.
I've had this topic brought up to me, which was actually really funny on this part. It's like, what if some big company tried to come in and put table of conversation for shits and giggles on something like Netflix or some weird shit? And I'm sitting there, I was like, honestly, I was like, as long as they didn't try to tell us when we had to run, how we had to run, I was like, it'd be a good opportunity, but I was like, these people are dictators, and if they don't like, if you aren't going to bind to what they want, it's a go to hell factor.
Yeah, and I think that's half the problem with a lot of the things is that once you get underneath the umbrella of some corporation, they try to tell you, well, you can do this, you can't do that, all that good shit.
That's why I say like. I like the freedom of our own choice and our own conversation. So it's like when that's like it comes down to it, that's like I really don't think those type of deals would work out because we're too free spirited. I was like, but if they actually thought like in the long run, like our shows start getting momentum and they see how we run and how we do everything different, if that's something they'd like want to do, then maybe. But I was like, I doubt anybody would want to do something like that because our conversations. Eddie said it too. He's like, he's like, I love the gaming at the table. He's like, but you guys conversate so fast and you guys zip through topics so quick. He's like, I can't keep up.
Mm.
He's like, because I'm still learning. I was like, I understand you're in the learning phase. That's like, you've never done this in your life. So that's like, you're in the learning curve on how to like move through the lives. That's like that's where the podcast comes in because right now, like I'm running through the laid back training process. And I was like, eventually, I was like, once you get the hang of it, we're going to be zipping topics. The only difference is we're going to be zipping topics stoned out of our fucking trees.
Mm. Oh.
Like, one thing like I'm working on is like live reviews for dispensaries. I don't think they're too excited yet. I was like I got one dispensary here in New York and I can't really call it a dispensary in Florida since they're still illegal. A smoke shop that sells legalized 0.03%, which I would never touch, but Delta 8. And I was like, Eddie, I gave him the sole mission. I was like, all right, I was like, this is your training session. I was like, so what you got to do? I was like, you're gonna go talk to the guy. It's like you go and you buy all his pre rolls, his bud, blah blah blah. I was like, what you do is like you tell him about the show, and then I was like, you ask him like an idea of what would be a good review for the show. And then it's like then you got to remember what that strain is, and you can't smoke it until that show starts. And then you're gonna go off of how it tastes, the power, the potency. I was like, and then how it makes you feel afterwards. And then you're gonna say tell the viewers what the name of the shop is.
Mm.
Granted, I don't think a shopper like in Florida doesn't want that kind of spotlight, but apparently this one does. I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I was like, he wants the spotlight. I was like, I wish him the best of luck because I don't know how I'd feel as a smoke shop in Florida knowing that this shit's really fucking a felony level illegal. But if it's if it's Delta 8, I guess it's good. It's okay, but I was like, I can't smoke Delta 8. I was like, I gotta smoke the real weed. And then one thing I've been tinkering around, I actually sent out an email. I haven't heard nothing back yet, but I tried to reach out to like the owner to like the Roblox world for like Marble Run and shit, trying to see about like somehow throwing in like a I know I'll have to start because that's how it is over on a podcast. A non-paid sponsor where like you review each level and how you think about it. And then while watching, I could be like, as a viewer, point two.
That's a good idea.
No, my big question now, I just remembered this since we're talking game. GTA 6, the multiplayer thing. What do you think about the rumors on that? I remember we said we were coming back to that this week.
I don't know what the latest one is. I just know that they were talking about were they talking about doing it as a subscription or something?
Oh, they've already got that. That's on Xbox. We have it anyway. I don't know about PlayStation or PC, but on Xbox we have a monthly subscription, GTA Plus. But speculation that's going on. Everybody's talking multiplayer is going to be. You're going to have to pay separately for multiplayer.
Oh, so that's not even part of the subscription.
So what I was thinking, where the biggest issue where everybody's fucking this all up, multiplayer will never cost extra. But just like games like Rust and all that, you want private servers, you want public servers that you run, you gotta pay to own your own servers. But this isn't going to be for regular multiplayer. This is going to be for the role play servers. I'm certain in believing that role play coming to GTA 6, and if you want to own a server, you're going to have to pay.
Gotcha.
That's my speculation. If Rockstar's trying to charge for two separate versions of the game, then they're pretty fucking stupid. But if it's pay for servers or role play, I'm all about that.
Well, that's huge in the streaming. Like, I see a lot of people streaming the role playing servers.
Like, I personally would love to mess around with the role play servers because I feel like they'd be fun. And if it's a $20 bill to create a server, so be it.
Yeah.
It's like I would honestly pay into the $20 a month just to rock out on a server that I could just sit there and set up how I want. But if it's like some multiplayer, I guess then I just don't. 90% of your players are just going to straight up quit the game. So they can't afford that kind of loss because they put way too much money in it. But you put role play in, you're going to be making so much money because then you got your partnerships.
Oh my god, I got so far. Sorry, everybody.
I just
that's the worst thing. That is something so stupid to die on too. I should have stopped and reset. I didn't have my bearings, and I moved it too many times. Damn it. Well, as you said, I was rusty, but I think I'm back into it again. So maybe we'll have better luck next week. I haven't really spent a lot of time on this level though either. I think I just had started it 2 weeks ago.
I was like, well, wasn't it like 3 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago? You did like 2 levels in one night.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, boop, here you go. It's like you almost like the one that you're stuck on. You beat it like right at the beginning of the live, and then like toward the end, you beat the next one, and we're here.
Yeah, because I think the last one was one of those really dark levels.
Yeah, those dark levels can be a pain.
Oof.
I'm doing all the watching. It's like I've learned how much of a complex thing, but I realize I think like every now and then they just give you that like laid back level, like, all right, here you go. We're not going to be such a dick this level. The next level, you better hold on because you're going to be here for a minute.
Yeah. Well, that anyway, when they implement like a new like technique almost, I guess is a word. Like even on this level, the one thing that at first that you didn't, know unless you played it before is that there's right at the beginning these three blocks, and logically you think to keep going down them, but you can't because if you drop to the second block down, you're stuck, and then you just have no other option but to fall. So it's kind of cool that they. And then that one level, I remember towards the end of it, I was locked out of moving anywhere, but I had to go up instead of horizontally or vertically. I had to go vertically. So yeah, there's always something that they have that's different when it gets harder.
So I say, like, you need like a special controller, like to have it all inverted. So when you end up upside down, you just grab that and be like, here we go. Controls stay the same.
Well, the thing about it too is, depending on for the inverted parts, depending on which way your camera is positioned, that also changes it. So if you're watching it from, if you're watching it upside down, but looking at it forward, I guess is the word. It'll be regular controllers, but then if you turn the camera the other way around where you're watching the ball come towards you, then it goes reverse again. So that's the other thing about how it's weird. It depends on what your perspective is. So like I noticed that with the upside down, like if you have the perspective set the right way, it'll stay the way you want it basically.
Yep.
Ugh. Crazy, crazy.
All these little... One that I really got stuck in, like, if you poke around on Roblox, there's one that's like Merge and Nuke. I've gotten so hardcore into that. My oldest is like, check out this game, and then I just took the game away, and I was like, all right, I was like, I'm all about this. This is kind of fun.
What do you have to do?
Pretty much, it's the basic. Like, you get like crappy little like level 1 missiles, and then you got to just merge them all and make them more powerful. Fight a boss or fight other players.
Oh, okay.
And then the only downfall is like right now the game's curve are kind of fresh, and there's only like 10 rebirths. And I've been already like in about like I put maybe a real hard week of playing an hour or so here and there, and already up to rebirth 8. Now everybody's bullying me because I'm back to being like a level 1. And I'm sitting out like, listen, I was like, you fuckers keep bullying me. I was like, in about 3 days' time, I was like, let's see who's gonna have the balls to take that shot. Because now it's like I've made it all the way up to the point of like almost the highest missiles in the game. So it's like, so it's funny because like these noobs will come in and try to like attack me, and then they're like, oh shit, that's like we didn't cause no damage, and they just drop out of the game really fast. The real struggle though is getting through to getting your stuff up, and I just did my 8th rebirth today, and in the span, I think I'm already up almost halfway to the 1,000,000 pointer. So I'm sitting there, everybody's like, how are you doing? I was like, rebirth 8. It's like now my missiles are worth like I think 3.5, 4 times the price, so it works out. And then I got this guy. Now they got these things called commanders, and with the commanders, they give you special benefits. And I got one that like shoots like a grenade at a base, and it doesn't cause damage. But these when the grenade hits, it throws these clusters, and you siphon their money.
Ah, that's cool.
And I was so pissed. As I rebirthed earlier, I hit someone. I siphoned like I think it was almost like 6 million. That's like a lot of leveling up. Soon as I did it, somebody else just hit me with a siphon. I just watched my money drop all the way down to like 10,000. I'm like, no.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's a pretty fun game if you just have the patience to get through the chaotic parts. Me, I'm guilty. I'll
Oh, you cut out on me.
yeah, I just seen that myself did a quick buffer there. That was weird. Can you hear me now? Still good?
Yeah. It was
Alright.
just for a brief second. Weird.
Well, that's kind of. I seen that like everything just like blanked out. Like I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I was like, oh wait, I was like, I think it's me. But actually, we have reached our time tonight, guys. Thank everybody for joining in, watching,
Yeah, thank you guys.
and we will see you guys next Monday. Be sure if you guys want to see some idiot smoking weed and being comical, you can check us out tomorrow through Friday.
For the podcast.
All right, have a good week, guys.
Good night, everybody.